Welcome back to my channel, you guys. In this video we are gonna talk about first date rules. Are you getting ready to go on a date with a boy or a girl? I don't know, whatever preference you guys have. Let me spill the tea, not tea, tips, tricks, secrets, I don't know. First date rules, things you should and shouldn't do on a first date. I wish these were things that I was taught before I started going out on dates long time ago. So these were some things I wish my mother taught me, or if I had a sister, my sister taught me. So you might not have these advices in your life. No one must have told you these things, but I'm here and I'm gonna tell you things you should and shouldn't do on a first date. Basically tips for a first date. So let's get right into it. Rule number one, never plan the first date. Do not ask a man to go on a date. Now I know we're in the modern day that, you know, everyone's equal, blah 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 blah. Shut up. You're still a woman. Keep that feminine energy. Do not bring that, oh my god, it's 50-50 bullshit into this channel. We don't do that here. We are high value women. We expect high value things. We expect more because we expect princess treatment. If you want to get treated like a queen, behave like a queen, and that is that. So when I tell you, I don't care how much the world, you know, becomes modern, I don't care what society thinks, let me just tell you that women and men will never be the same. We are feminine, they're masculine. You need to keep your feminine energy, and that is that. So when I tell you, do not ask a man to go on a first date, don't do it. Because as a woman, the man should ask the woman first and not the other way around. Just like I would say, never chase a man because you are the prize and they're the hunters, so they're supposed to chase you, not the other way around. It doesn't matter how much you want to see this person. I don't care how long you've been waiting. I do not care. Just listen to me. Do not ask for the first date. Do not ask to go on a date, because if he's a high value man, if he is a mature man with a brain, he would ask you as a man, hey, I want to take you out on a date, this place, this time, see you, beautiful. That's it. That's how it's supposed to be done. I don't want you girls to go out there and be like, oh my god, you still haven't asked me out on a date. Oh my god, why haven't we seen each other yet? No. And if he ever has the audacity to go like, oh yeah, let's meet up, make a plan. If he asks you to make the plan, leave. I don't care. Block him. Block, block, block. And that's it. And if he asks to split the bill with you on the first date, if a man ever asked me to split the bill on the first date, I would pay the entire bill. I would tip the waiter more than the bill, and I would leave his broke ass and just block him. Now I completely understand if he is not financially stable yet, that's totally okay. We could go out for a walk as long as he's super open with it and he's someone who deserves that kind of kindness. You get what I mean? So yes, never plan the first date, and do not chase, do not ask to see him first, because you're a woman. You should not be chasing anyone. You don't chase, you attract. Number two, look presentable, look good. Now when I say look good, obviously you're going to dress up, you're gonna do your makeup and hair, you're gonna look good. But when I say look good, I mean the small things. Like for example, your nails. Okay, now I'm a little insecure to show my nails. Yeah, my nails, okay. But always make sure that your hair is done, your makeup is done, make sure that your clothes don't have any stains. Now this is something that I sort of forget to do. I pack my stuff or I get ready, and last minute when I'm doing my final check, I'll be like, shit, there's a stain in this t-shirt, and what if I was in a hurry and I didn't see it? You don't want to walk into a first date and there's a little stain at the back of your dress you cannot see, but everyone else can see. That shit is embarrassing. So always make sure before you iron your clothes, make sure that you see, do the checkup, okay? And if you have a broken nail, remove all of your nails and just get them to the same length. Apply like transparent nail polish or something so that it looks presentable. Do not go with fully broken nails, or one or two nails are broken and like the rest are done. Do not go like that, because that just makes you look ratchet, ghetto. Don't do that. Always look presentable and smell good. As a woman, it is really important to smell good. So smell good, have a strong feminine scent going on. So when y'all are hugging or when you're near him or when you're walking past him, he can smell flowers and whatnot. And it's not just for him, it's about you as a woman. You should always smell good. Number 3, be mysterious. Now when I say be mysterious, please do not talk about your family problems, your past traumas, your ex-boyfriends on a first date. Trust me, men don't give a shit about those things. There are so many important things you could talk about, like your future, your goals. Do not tell him the plan, but you could definitely tell him your career plans, your future, or some funny stories from the past. Do not talk about your sexual life or your past history with your partners. No, that should be mysterious. Leave some things for later. Do not be an open book as soon as you see him, as soon as you guys go on a date. Do not start talking about a lot of things. Honestly, something that I do is I like to listen than to talk, because you get to know more about the person while that person does not know a lot about you. That makes them want to know more if the person is interested in you most of the time. I'm not saying this works all of the time, but yeah, obviously you guys could talk about, you know, cute, deep conversations, like shit like that, but like do not talk about ex relationships. Do not talk about your body count, your, you know, intimate life, your private life, your trauma, or the way that your dad used to be or the way your mom used to be. None of that. No, your brother has a drug problem, keep it a secret. That's not for him to know, at least not on the first date. Number 4, do not sleep with him on the first date, or do not do anything intimate with him on the first date. Reason is, number 1 is because usually men would take women out on dates just to sleep with that person, and then after you sleep with him or do anything intimate with that person, he will not give a shit later. So unless you are also looking for something like that, don't do it, okay? But if you really like this person and you really want this person to be interested in you and think of you as a high value woman, the woman that you are, do not sleep with them on the first date. I don't care how intimidated you are. It doesn't matter how much you want to be intimate with this person, how much you want to sleep with this person, how much you want to do some romantic stuff with that person. First date is a big no-no. Now, if it's too late for this kind of thing, if you're already watching this after the first date and you're about to go on the second date, that's totally fine as well. There are a lot of people who get into relationships, marry the person they had a one-night stand with. Don't worry, it's not the end of the world if you sleep with them on the first date, but it's just better not to sleep with them on the first date or the second or the third or the fourth. Just saying, okay? I'm just saying. But if you really want to, and if you don't want to follow such kind of thing, and if you really don't care and you really want to do it, go ahead and do it. It's honestly up to you. It's not the end of the world. It's not the worst thing you could do. So yeah. And last one is, do not obsess over him. Just because y'all went on one date does not mean that there's anything going on between you guys. Trust me, a man or a woman, some people could literally go on a date today and then tomorrow he could be on another date. So do not obsess over him after one date. Give it some time. Honestly, I would recommend not obsessing over him until you're like in a relationship. But that's just me. I know it's difficult for some women to do that, or some people to do that, but do not obsess over him after the first date. Do not text him, be like, oh my god, the date was so good, I had such a fun time, when are we doing again? No. Just be like, oh my god, thanks for the dinner, I had a nice time with you, I'm gonna bed, good night. That's it. Point blank, period. That's it. Do not text him like, good morning, I'm still thinking about last night. No, don't do that. Do not text him things like, oh my god, I missed our last date, I really missed this day. Don't do that. Don't do that. And it's not just to show him that you don't care. I'm telling you actually not to care. Like, do not obsess over a man ever in your life. But I know some people cannot follow this rule, so that's why I'm telling you, at least do not obsess over him before a relationship, okay? Because that's just dangerous, okay? Just don't do that. Just don't. It's that easy. So yeah, those were basically my rules, and these are not rules by the book. This is just my advice. Things I would tell my girlfriends, things I would tell anyone who would ask me. These are just basically my rules. Things that have always worked for me, things that I do unintentionally that I realize that I do. These are just things that I do personally. So yeah, that is it basically. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below what other videos you guys would love to watch, and I would love to make them. And yeah, That's it for this video and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.